What's up, Brawl Stars fans? Welcome back to your #1 daily, or I guess twice a week, source of goofy music. It is, of course, the Queso Cup, and it's coming to an end pretty soon here. We've got a couple more matches to get out of the way first, and this one could shake up the leaderboards a little bit if we're not careful. Tribe, if they take this win over West Coast, they're locked in for #2 on the Queso Cup leaderboard. That means that they would stand at the second place in that gauntlet, so they would only have to win 2 matches in order to take first place in the Queso Cup. We've already locked in STMN as #1, though. They are standing firmly, they're standing proud, loud and proud, in fact, at that #1 spot, regardless of the upset that just happened. Unfortunately, also for Chazmac, that last match didn't do anything for their standing in the gauntlet. They're still going to be at 6th place no matter how things go, because even if Vanguard does take an L today and tie up their scoreline with Chazmac, Chazmac did actually get 3-0'd by Vanguard. So, first of all, I think this speaks volumes just about the skill level of Vanguard, right? And then the skill level of Chazmac if they're able to take down STMN. But also, it does mean that things are continuing to get locked in. West Coast, still though, can upset things. Tribe, I mean, there's no other way around it. And the Queso Cup, they're not topping the leaderboard because they did, I believe they did get, actually, let's verify real quick. They got taken down by Papi Chulos. They got taken down by S-Team, and those were their 2 losses on the scoreboard. They did, however, beat Vatra. So Vatra being able to take down Tribe, that is a thing of the last monthly finals, exclusively by the sounds of things, unless it carries over into the next one, which would be an absolute treat to see some good, solid competition between these two. Anyway, let's get into the meat of this match. Tribe Gaming. They're probably your front runners here in North America, one of your prime representatives at the World Finals coming up in just a couple of months. We've got to see what these guys are made of and, you know, hope for the best, because these guys are going to be representing our region versus Zeta versus Reply Totem versus SK versus Tribe EU and other guys as well. If you're worried about Stalwart Esports, and for the Chazmac guys who are still super excited in chat, remember you also got Chazmac Gaming VR going on in the World Finals. It's fun stuff. It's super exciting. Also for the Reconic fans in chat. Oh, actually, never mind. I believe it was Nova China that took the victory. I'm sorry, that wasn't meant to be like a gotcha, but it was solid stuff from Reconic. They are just also kind of popping up this year, so I can't wait to see what that org does next year. But that is 1 year ahead of us. Anyway, as an EU guy, you believe in Totem? They did get upset by SK, didn't they? Yeah. I think that Tribe NA is like, actually, I don't know. It's hard to draw comparisons between the ones across the region just on the fly, right? Like off rip. If I spent some time on it, I could probably draw some comparisons, some actual meaningful comparisons. Anyway, Tribe Gaming versus West Coast. It's going to start off with some bans, 3 on each side. A double ban of Crow across the board. For West Coast, a ban of 8-bit. I love this ban from West Coast because when you have first pick on any heist map, really, any heist map in competitive rotation, so that limits us quite a bit. It's just Kaboom Canyon and Safe Zone, but it is really difficult to face versus. He can be a very strong defender, and once he claims mid, he's very difficult to dispose of. We also see the Gale ban. Gale is extremely frustrating to deal with if he decides to use a jump pad and you have a Daryl on your team, which Tribe Gaming could go for as a last pick. So far, though, solid stuff on their side. Otis is a no-brainer in the current meta. B, also, going to be good for shutting down some tanks, has that long-range capability, but I'm noticing a ban that is kind of missing here. One that can be huge if you have it on your side, but can also be challenging to play. It's Amber, actually. And I wonder if Tribe Gaming would go for this as a last pick. West Coast do have this on their side, but they have to be cautious because, well, Amber is still going to be vulnerable to some of these tanks. She can beam them down at long range, but once things get in close range, there's not much really that she can do. She has no stun. She has no escape mechanism either. Anyway, let's see how this turns out for West Coast. They have a couple of picks in a row. Already Bonnie to start things off. Let's see how they decide to progress along. Janet is banned out. She's definitely a frustrating one to deal with here. I wouldn't put it past West Coast to go with a Carl pick either because they're a bit prone to that here. Though they still have to consider what Tribe Gaming could go for that last one. Griff and Lola, actually. It looks like chat will be satisfied. There's the penny last pick. Very solid stuff for Tribe Gaming. Across the board, it's a bit tough to make a call as to who takes the W here. Tribe Gaming definitely wins the range matchup, though. Penny counters out. Interesting shooting there from Zulon. As I was saying, Tyrant can get solid counterplay onto Chepo on that low run. He's going to be able to penetrate the ego. Some interesting damage around that left side. Chepo's going to be able to push forward. Good damage on that safe. Alec26 also setting up shop at mid. So far, wall break from Griff is also going to make it a lot easier for West Coast to push in the mid. It's going to make it a lot easier for Tribe to get good solid safe damage as well. Alec26 jumps in. Now it's a 2v3. Ouch! And now it dwindles to a 1v3. And Zulon's going to go down along with Shine. Minute 50 on the clock, but Tribe still have control of mid. Let's see what Chepo can do here. Still going to get tagged up by some of that penetrating damage from Tyrant. Good kill as well. Zulon looking for some value here. Almost a takedown onto that ego. Zulon getting a slow into Shine. Great kill as well. On the right side, Corey gets taken down. And, I just noticed that. Corey's playing today. I wonder where Izlivy is. Maybe he's just taking a quick break. Still, though, versus West Coast, you can't really be sleeping on these guys. Tyrant does fall versus Shine on the right side. Pouring solid damage in. Chepo also. Trying to establish some control here. Does wait for that freeze frame to expire before he can move up a little bit. Everyone from Tribe is grouped up around this left side. Shine taking serious damage. Chepo, same deal. Got to see a pinch for Tribe. Corey does end up getting cornered on the left side, though. Alec26 almost getting tagged up by Zulon there. Here's the Honey Molasses, slow things down. Shine's looking for the angle. It is an advantage for West Coast for the time being, but only an 8% one. There's no quick way for Tribe to punch into the enemy side. Meanwhile, Alec26 can simply jump onto that safe. Takedowns across the board. Shine taking serious damage. Corey needs this. Will get the takedown. Cannot get killed by Lola as well. There's a turret as well. Going for some safe damage. Tribe about to pass that damage that West Coast has been able to dish out so far. Shine really feeling the heat as well as he's pinched between Corey and a turret, and Zulon also coming for his neck. Chepo tries to push forward. Serious damage awaits him on the other side. Tyrant has to defend. He's got to decide between defending and attacking. Does line up 2 shots to the backside, and there are the final shots coming in on the safe. Tribe will take this one, but it was very solid for West Coast to start things off. They got good solid damage in there so far. I think what kind of hurt them at the beginning was we saw Alec26 jump in, get that safe damage. That's perfect, right? That's cool. That's what Bonnie's here for. But then another member falls, and that is where they started to crumble. Now, they pushed back there towards the end, but that could have still. I wonder how things are going to progress along. Just because Corey playing does not mean that his Livy is dropped. I just want to put that out there for everyone. It just means that Corey's playing. Corey is their coach. Corey is a former pro. Let's see how it works out for them. Alec26 gets to hammer away on the safe. Chepo's in a very irritating spot for Tribe to deal with. Zulon's still going to be able to get the mid-victory versus Shine. Corey's still looking for some kind of pinch on it. Alec. Zulon comes in to assist. Great taps from Zulon. Tribe has done a phenomenal job, at least from what I've noticed, of rotating from mid to defending. They are very good at shooting behind them, which is something that stood out to me in the last one. Excellent silence there from Corey to defend versus Bonnie. Something that teams should be looking out for now is that Bonnie can get countered really hard by Otis if he has a super. She also has a similar range to him, so he can farm with that super easily. Corey has a super, but he's still got to be watching out for those long-range attacks on very low health here. Alec26 taking serious damage. Jump in. Tyrant has to hit these shots. Last one into Alec26. Not going to make contact. He can go immediately for that safe. Damage gear and a full clip of 3 shots. Oh, and he's hiding from Tyrant too. Big damage on him. Some more onto the safe. And he's even able to escape. Zulon is forced to double back. But Alec26 refuses to die. He refuses to get hit. He is still alive here. And with Zulon being distracted for so long, Chepo gets to push up at mid. Shine also finds some room on the right side. Corey is on very low health. Chepo's here to help him defend. Zulon lining up the shots. Tyrant also trying to slow things down around the left side. But Tribe have taken so much damage. Could be devastating. They don't have an easy way in. Tyrant blocking things off. That's a last salty barrel. He has another super to use. Great kill by Zulon. Now Tyrant gets to start working on this safe. He abandons the lane for Alec26. Takedown of the turret onto Alec2, who's just cornered in. And Tribe has to rain down Hellfire here. They're behind by 14%. And Shine is seriously pushing back the backline. Alec26 getting serious damage. Does get the kill on a Tyrant. It's going to be up to Zulon to get those final shots in there because Cordy is out of commission. Chepo is defending his little heart out, but it is going to succeed as well. Tribe Gaming, despite their best efforts here. That game is going to go over to the side of West Coast. Very well done there by West Coast. Tribe Gaming, solid stuff from them as well. It came down to an outplay by Alec26. That literally is what it was. It was that one series of plays from Alec26. He jumped in, he hid in that bush, healed up, circled around back around the left side. And pinching is challenging when you're shooting behind you, just as I'm talking about how good they are at shooting behind them. Sometimes we're only human, and that's a tricky place to be shooting at, especially when your thumb, that movement joysticks, can cover up that area of your screen. Zulon still getting some long-range taps. Tyrant around the right side has this turret down. Wow, the piercing damage is just doing so much work. Alec26 also slowed down. An easy kill for that turret, and so much fire coming in from Tribe. This is a positioning that they needed. This is a hazard of blowing up that wall with Griff, because what are you going to do when your enemies are in those bushes in the early game? If you make that mistake, if your enemies are able to strong-arm you into that position, what do? This is what happens. Your options are just pretty much eliminated. Tyrant just needs one more piercing shot onto that safe, but it's going to be finished off by Zulon. 100-0 victory for Tribe Gaming. And a huge comeback following that last one. West Coast are still looking very fearsome, and I wouldn't put it past them to once again take at least a single game in the next one, because it's Brawl Ball coming up next. An aggressive mode to start us off, an aggressive mode to progress into as well. 100-0 is toxic. It's literally what happened. Their thumb doesn't cover anything. They play on iPad. Oh, I mean, could be. What is hashtag free Shrek? Did he get banned or something for spamming? Free Shrek. I saw his messages in chat. I just... Oh, he's timed out. I saw his messages in chat. I just, like, didn't respond because he's just sending the same message over and over again. And it's stuff like... Yeah. I don't know, man. Anyway. Yeah, and like saying like 3 times I beat Bobby in Power League. Like, cool. Anyway. I guess I'm the only mod here, so it's time for me to time out. Let's see. I know. I know what. It's not like I wasn't reading chat. I am always reading chat, pretty much. I miss a message every now and then. Yeah. But when someone's spamming and I'm not reading their messages, yeah. Shrek replacing Bobby. Honestly, it was overdue. Anyway. TYK should be a mod? Maybe. If TYK is up for it, yeah, it doesn't seem like he wants to be. Like, upgrade became useless? It just looks like they were not updating or something? You don't come here enough? I mean, mods go to people that I trust, and if I need a mod, I mod someone. Flawless should be mod. I can make Flawless mod. Tick doesn't mind a VIP. There's only one VIP in chat at the time, or for now. No, VIP is one of those where you do have to come around often, or literally be a pro player. Archaz should be mod. No, he would just try and ratio people. Corey going hard? For real, dude. I wonder if we'll see him in this next one. With the Otis ban, we at least won't be seeing him on the Otis. Tribe Gaming know exactly what they're up against with that final pick, too. They don't want to play Poco. They don't want to play against Poco. Solid bans for them. Also, Ash is banned out. But West Coast, will they try it? Will they try the funny thing? If they go for a Max and a Jackie, we've seen this on Beach Ball. We have seen this tried. And this might be the perfect time for it, but West Coast are still up against Tribe. They can't take too huge of risks. Bobby's actually being replaced by Potato. I'm going to say this once, and never again. That dude deserves no attention. The potato guy deserves absolutely none of anyone's headspace. I don't understand why people allow themselves to be baited time and time again by him, right? He is clearly trolling and baiting, and people still, like, say, like, oh, he's so dumb. It's like, that's exactly what he wants you to say. I couldn't think of someone less deserving of attention on Brawl Twitter. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. West Coast with a Carl and a Penny. Pretty typical picks for them. Ones that they like a lot. Tribe Gaming going with the B and the Stew, actually. What did I time you? Someone redeemed a timeout on you. Stop spitting facts? I'm not joking. But this is the last time I'm mentioning it. Anyway. Last pick for West Coast. What will they go with? Sprout, actually. And I love this for West Coast, but how well would they be able to execute on it? Because Tribe Gaming, without a doubt, are going to be running Breakthrough now. And they're going to be cautious about which walls they break open. But Sprout can get some good value at the beginning of the game. Can also do fairly well versus B. Colonel Ruffs is also going to be running wall break. This is a very big risk by West Coast. And it has to pay off. But they have numerous counters out here. Maybe with the exception of Carl. Carl's a good all-around brawler, but he will be able to pierce through some of those sandbags from Corey. But at this rate, I think that he's probably not even running it. He will be able to force Chepo out of some bushes if he uses that gadget. He's likely to be running the asteroids. On the right side, a takedown of Zulon. Alec26 going for the pinches. Breakthrough from Tyrant on the right. Maybe an opportunity for Corey to bounce some shots. Shine looking for an angle too, but Corey doesn't really have anywhere to go. Does go for something tricky. Zulon helping go for that pinch too. Gotta see a breakthrough onto that left side though. This is gonna be Tyrant's next task. See what Tyrant's up to. The long dash too. The long dash is specifically to deal with Sprout is the thing, and also to break open more walls. We'll see how well it works out for Tyrant, because so far, Tribe do not seem to be having the best day. West Coast, they're very gradually pushing up. Chepo also dishing out some serious damage. There's a gadget from Corey. Now, it's not going to be doing too much, unfortunately, because really, this is not a map where, yeah, there's a long dash from Tyrant, really lighting up Chepo on the left. That's why the long dash is here. And we also see 3 brawlers that have piercing attacks, or at least AoE attacks, that can deal with Corey's sandbags. He's not going to be finding too much value unless everyone's in front of the goal. They can stir things up for Tyrant. Good dodges by Tyrant, but it's not going to be enough to be taking down Shine. A super in from Alec. Protective pirouette. It's a free kill for him. He has to circle right back around, though, because he was slowed down by Zulon. Almost a kill there by Zulon as well. Supply drop is down on the back right. Let's see. Tyrant on the left side. Keep up the defense. It is looking very oppressive from West Coast so far. There's the hedge coming down. Corey's forced to circle around the right. Tyrant also out to dry on the left side. Alec26 taking serious hits. Zulon needs a super, though. Big taps onto Shine. A slow onto Alec, too. It's a death sentence for him as he tries to retreat, but simply is not able to. Ball left behind. Tyrant takes up the responsibility. A pass forward to Zulon. Some more optimal ball positioning around the left side. It's going to slow things down just a little bit for anyone who decides to come up there. Chepo also really, really aggressive. Tyrant gets denied, though. Slams right into that hedge that was just planted before his very eyes. 0-0 so far. In overtime, who takes the victory? Well, Sprout's going to be extremely vulnerable. Tyrant still needs another attack. There is a supply drop on him. Big damage. Tyrant has the dodges, too. He's going to take 1-2 shots. He's down for the count, but only for a little bit. A little bit more damage trickling in from Chepo. Zulon's being kept at range extremely effectively. Alec26 looking for the angle. Big damage onto Corey. Corey's down. Alec26 looking for this once again. There's a kill from Tyrant. Shine's the one person left alive right next to this ball. He has to play defense. Might go for it. Pass over to the left. Zulon's just out of range in a pinch from Tyrant on the Shine. Super available to Zulon. Corey with pass forward right into the nook of the hedge where it's just a little bit safer. Super forward once again to defend versus Zulon, but Chepo still gets taken down. Super available. Zulon gets a slow onto Alec26. Huge counter. Pass over to Tyrant. There's a super right into the left side of the goal. And Tribe will be taking this first game. Well done by Tribe. It sure looked dominant there by West Coast towards the beginning of the game. But as the walls continue to break open, and as Tribe continued to explore that counterplay to Sprout, they got better and better throughout the game. It did seem, though, like West Coast were doing a phenomenal job of suppressing Corey. They're going to be trying to do that exact same thing once again. Different approach taken this time. Chepo around the left side. Shine's going to be at mid. Trying to get some big damage, though. Good AoE from Chepo as well. Alec 26 getting pinched super hard. No kill just yet. Tyrant's just out of range. In fact, he's a little bit too protected to contend here. And the pinch is going to find its way onto Zulon between Shine and Alec 26. Hedge in. Shine around the right. Still looking for value versus Tyrant. Is going to manage to line up one of those shots. Needs another. Tyrant trying to get this pinch with Zulon, but Shine still finds value. 1-2 taps after the other. Alec 26 still has the super 2. And avoid getting tapped up there. Big damage. Zulon still finds it. Corey on the left. It's in a very contentious matchup versus Chepo. You just can't really do much here. Zulon has to help him get that pinch, but for Corey to even get in the position to pinch with Zulon, he has to take massive damage. In fact, might even get taken down if he tries. We also see Tyrant going for the supply drop. He's going to be able to pick it up. Big damage is possible onto Corey. Rather, onto Carl. Which Alec is playing. Tyrant also avoiding a lot of damage. He's using zero drag, so he has a lot more distance here. Big breakthrough. There's the goal as well. Amazing foresight there from Tyrant. And the pass up from Corey was just bliss. Wow. Very well played there. That is big brain moves from Tribe. But you can only really do that once a set. But Tribe are looking to close it out here. Tyrant still taking big damage. There's the kill confirmation with the Salty Barrel too. It is his antithesis, his main counter. Corey also turns back just around 6, just in range of that turret that has to feel upsetting on his side. Zulon also taking serious damage. Last Salty Barrel from Shine. Tyrant's going to look to diff it. Does manage to take it down. Hedge also. Breakthrough from Tyrant is his last one. Immediately gets countered out by Chepo once again. He's barely alive though. Shine takes the most of the damage, and there comes the hammer to strike him down. Alec 26 has to be able to put this in the goal. Nope, never mind. He goes for the spin. That's the best kind of spin too. You pop the Carl super, and you spin at just the right speed to keep him perfectly idle without spinning at all. Well played by Tribe. That set number 2 going their way. Solid stuff from the side of West Coast as well. It was the little things. It was those outplays when it came to, say, Tyrant. Oh my gosh. The combo there with the super was brilliant. I love it. Go Tribe, Corey Diff. Not toast rooting for Tribe. Fun times. Fun times. Well done by both teams, but the scoreline tells the entire story. This has been domination so far by Tribe. Though that one was closer than most. But maybe Game 3 would would clue you in into just what Tribe is capable of too. As they got a 100-0 victory, unfortunately. Anyway, we're moving into set number 3 very soon here. And it's going to be Gem Grab. Yeah, just for one person in chat. If you keep pinging me in chat, it's like kind of really annoying. And it might get you muted. So so maybe have fun with that. I don't know. If that's what you want, go for it. I'm not going to decide your fate. It is in your hands. Why not Zulon on the stew and why not Corey on the B? My assumption is because Zulon really likes B and Tyrant really likes Stew. And also just kind of how the lanes are played here. Stew isn't going to be the mid-brawler, so Zulon picks him up, right? Zulon pretty much always plays mid. Tyrant always plays lane. Corey always plays lane. Islivy always plays lane. Unless it says Livy on the Piper, in which case he can play mid, but then he'll still switch on the lane sometimes. Some people can't take the hint. Yeah, well, I mean, the age limit to chat on this site is 13, and even then, still, people lie about their age, so some people haven't learned yet. Here's a fan. Shrek, it's okay, man. It's just like, you don't spam people, right? I'm not mad. It's simply an explanation. Yeah, it's like a Queso Cup stream. We talk about Queso Cup. We talk about competitive Brawl Stars. Yeah. And another thing is that a lot of people send similar messages. You know, maybe someone else can explain it to them in chat. But it's no hate. Anyway. West Coast with the first pick of Bo. Solid here for double swish. Tribe Gaming, they follow up with a Gene and a Sprout. Or Sprout, I mean Squeak. Okay, yeah, I guess it's Sprout. Pack it up, boys. Let's go home. Seeing Squeak on the side of Tribe Gaming, though, is usually a red flag for me. Unless it's like knockout or something, because typically, Tribe Gaming, they love to play the control game. But then they become vulnerable to stuff like what West Coast has up their sleeve. Crow and Bonnie. Both brawlers where the entire benefit of playing them, I mean, Crow can slow things down, sure. No max, I guess. No healing for you. But also the ability to jump forward. It completely bypasses everything that Squeak is good at. Squeak is great at keeping enemies at a distance by restricting their movement, at least on the ground. Bonnie can jump forward. Crow can jump forward. That's it. Here's a classic Tribe Gaming pick, though, of Pam. Question is, who is going to be on this? Well, we saw Corey earlier, and Corey loves his Pam. When it comes to knockout, Tyrant loves his Pam. Bit of a mystery here, but I think this is Zulon on the Gene, and as Libby getting rotated in for Squeak, and then finally Pam is going to be Tyrant. On West Coast side, I'm not exactly as sure. I would say that Shine on Bonnie is quite likely. But as far as the comps go, this is looking like a typical Tribe Gaming comp. And for West Coast, some typical picks on their side. But definitely something way more normal for them. And I was completely wrong about what Tribe's playing, by the way. I got every single thing wrong. Leave it to Tribe to upset us. Not upset us, but prove us wrong and subvert our expectations. But West Coast, hand it to Chepo, patrolling the back lines, getting some great pinches. Zion's still going to be able to pick up a couple of these gems, but it's hardly a concern. Shine is the gem carrier here. Chepo will pick up a gem, delivers it safely over to the side of West Coast, but there's no one there to receive the delivery. No one there to sign for it. Tyrant's going to get stunned, actually. Thankfully, Corey is here to heal him up, or at least protect him a little bit. Unfortunate pop of the Scrap Sucker there, too, as he wasn't able to get any damage off of Chepo. So far, West Coast are doing fantastic. Breaking open the walls, too. Tyrant is lacking the bushes that he needs in order to get reliable pulls here, too. He needs the bushes not only to hide and create a good sphere of influence for himself, but also to use the speed gear. Jump in from Chepo to try and upset Tyrant on the back line. Zulon does remain alive. Corey also on the right side. Shine still trying to pick up a gem here. But the pressure that Zulon's able to exert with Squeak is hard to top. Alec 26 taking big damage too. Does end up getting taken down. Chepo around the left side trying to restrict the healing onto Zulon. Zulon keeps on restricting his movement. Chepo's got some good dodges though. He's got some good moves. Here's the anti-heal onto Zulon. He has no way to escape, it looks like. He has to get the kill onto Alec 26, but Alec remains alive. Tyrant also gets stunned here, and now Tribe are in for a bad time. Shine can keep on establishing this pressure. The stuns are there onto Corey too, and West Coast will run away with this game. Had it been a Tribe victory here, we would have seen, actually, a match point, but now West Coast are going to press it that much further. Corey for sure has stonks Pam. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But the stonks really weren't there. There was not a really good return on investment there on the right side. Let's see if it shifts up this time. And earlier on, we saw Chepo take it down just after he popped that Scrap Sucker gadget. He's not going to get any value off the Scrap Sucker versus Bonnie either. More wall break. Very early wall break for Shine, too. Ooh, Tyrant gets stunned, too. That's big damage from Chepo. Not the end of the world just yet. Tyrant still can retreat. Alec 26 picks up the kill. Not able to pick up the gems, though. If Chepo can get a super here, he can get them himself. Yeah, no super for him. But those mines are going to find themselves in the same position as last time. If Tyrant can get good visibility onto where Crow is, he can break open some of the bushes that have been frustrating to deal with, but they really need these. Zulon needs these bushes. All right, getting rid of that last mine too. Corey firmly set up on the right side. Decent damage from Zul on the left side on a squeak. Tyrant picks up gem number 6. A huge advantage for Tribe so far. And there's the pull on a Shine, but no kill. In fact, great denial. It looked like he was just a little bit late on that totem. But if anything, it could have served to tanks for some damage for him when he did get pulled in. It was unfortunate for Tribe that they weren't able to pick up the kill from there. Zulon getting denied in close range. Never mind, he completely flips the script on Alec 26. So good shots are lined up by Shine. Shine is on fire today by the looks of things. The dodges and the shots are peak. Missed pull there by Tyrant too. Bit of a gamble, that one. Could be more on the way. There's plenty of Brawl Stars left to be played. Tyrant needs to get rid of some of these bushes. Out 26 here to disrupt the back lines. Another jump in by Chepo. They're completely dogpiled. Zulon has to slow things down. He does manage to slow down Alec 26. This is a Zulon clutch we need to see. He does take down Chepo. Alec 26 is out of his cannon. Tyrant is not going to be stunned by those mines either. Got to find the angle. Shine needs to be taken down. And one more brawler along the way. The pull's got to find his way on the Shine, but no takedown. And there it is. West Coast will be taking this set. Wow. And did I say it? I mean, look, I know it. I know how it feels to be on the other end of a told you so, especially when you're like, dude, I agreed with you the whole time. But really, the Crow and the Bonnie combo, it's just like you never get a break. One super after the other. Sure, one person dies, but like, you know, you dedicate 2 people to double kill and you pick up all their gems. Good stuff. Good stuff. Bonnie 26. We've seen lots of Alec 26 Bonnie. And today, it did not disappoint. We'll see if that happens in the upcoming sets. But for now, once again, I said the script has been flipped. West Coast are in possession of the momentum after that last set victory. It was a dog pile, is what I was saying. Crow jumps in. Bonnie jumps in. Now, is that something that you're thinking about in the draft? Yeah, man, it's a jump meta. We jump in with one, and then you jump in, and we make it happen. I think they probably cooked that up on the fly. But if it works, it works. And it sure was flashy, too. Shine different on the gold mecha bow. Yeah, man. I think this was also great stuff from Shine. The dodges were on point. He was lining up the shots beautifully. And then finally, like, instant wall break, like, off rip, right off the beginning of the game. He had that wall break exactly where Gene needed to be. Shooting Stars up next. Bans are in, too. West Coast, banning out Max, Pam, and Gene. Tribe, banning out Piper, Bonnie, and Nanny. All solid bans for Tribe. West Coast are going to start things off with a Bell. I have no complaints over here. But they need to be cautious about a possible Tick last pick. And Sprout could also be an upsetting one to face. See how it turns out, because Tribe gets to respond with a couple brawlers of their own. Corey Sprout is possible, because Tribe does have the last pick. We didn't see him playing it earlier. As far as bounty maps, or as far as maps that can go either way, Shooting Star definitely is near the top of the list. It completely can flip-flop, because this map is heavy on the 1v1s. And Tribe Gaming go ahead and pick up this Tick, actually. And I think West Coast already kind of knew that they wanted to go for a thrower here, because both Tick and Sprout are available. So West Coast are probably going to have to go for a Sprout unless they go for a Grom. In which case, that would be quite interesting. They also have to think of a way to defend that Grom, because if anyone jumps in, Grom doesn't have a way to defend. Bell doesn't have a way to defend. So what is their option? Well, Piper's still banned out, so they don't have auto-aimer. They need something here. Cyclador, I appreciate the subscription, man. Thanks so much, dude. Enjoy that 3-month sub badge. You're a goat for that. You missed Tick. We haven't seen him in a moment, have we? West Coast with a... Whoa. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this one. Brock is going to be breaking open those walls. That's without a doubt. And this is a Jack Chepo, Brock Chepo moment. But for the Byron, I don't know about that one. It seems like an Alec 26 move. How well will it work? Well, they're all long-range brawlers. They have some wall break, but they still are outranged by Tick, and there's a Carl to end things off. And this is beautifully picked by Tribe. There is absolutely no counterplay to Carl from West Coast. They have left themselves wide open. In fact, I wouldn't be shocked if Tribe had actually decided to go for a Mort. But, well, they saw what happened to STMN, maybe. Corey Edgar, I would have liked to see that one, too. There were a lot of options to go for, and Carl is definitely the safest one. And he's also able to get to mid for free with that gadget. That's one used already. Hopefully he doesn't have to use it for a comeback, because then he'll be limited in how many uses he has, down by 30%, or 33, repeating threes, of course. Out 26, getting taken down by Corey right off the bat. Tyrant with another gadget in already, looking for some value on Chepo. Chepo's going to get some heals from Shine. In fact, so much damage finds its way on a Tyrant. He does end up getting taken down by the damage over time from Shine. Tribe still has the advantage, but they cannot afford to play this aggressively with Tyrant. Now, Tyrant is super outranged. Doesn't want to feed supers either because he has a considerable amount of health compared to his teammates. More wall break as well, where he's going to have to play this at range. He's also going to have to get good, accurate shots as well as solid lane control. Great shot from Shine to take down Zulon. Minute 5 on the clock. West Coast can retreat here. Corey has not used a tick super, by the way. Let's see how it works out. Fang would have been beautiful, I believe, yes. Fang's not being played here, though. Chepo might be able to deny Corey on the left side. Corey actually gets fantastic dodges. Tyrant still trying to corner in Chepo on the left. Takes serious damage. There might be the killing blow. Doesn't look like it from Brock, but he does get taken down. That mine from Corey at the edge of the range. 5-4. 30 seconds left on the clock. Tribe appear to be in a more defensive position now than they did before. Corey might be able to pinch off Shine here. He's going to have to use a gadget, too, to stay alive. Only one wall left to Corey, but he's going to hang on to it for dear life, and Chepo can't do anything about it except get a super. There is the push in from Tyrant. Good value. Maybe a kill? No. No value onto Byron. And why did he do that as well? The blue star is on the side of West Coast. The final few seconds, and there's just not enough damage from Tribe to take this one. Wow. Yeah, that had to be a miscalculation. That had to be a miscalculation. I don't want to know what voice chat sounds like right now. At least on the side of Tribe. On the side of West Coast, it's probably about the same confusion that we're all feeling here on the stream. But with that last game, 99% of that game they won. With that in their back pocket, surely they should have the confidence to take this next one. Already some wall breaks. Corey on the right side, slowing things down in that lane, blocking things down, or blocking things off. Chepo also pushing back Tyrant gradually. Take down onto the tick super. Corey also feeling the pain. Super is available to Chepo. On the right side, though, Shine is getting blocked off once again. Tyrant's looking to get good dodges and still provide value. He's playing extremely aggro and getting great dodges. Also, Shine on the right side does manage to heal up. Tyrant does gadget out just in time not to get taken down by Shine's shot. That was lightning fast reaction time. And probably necessary too. But still, the aggression is just unmatched when it comes to Tyrant. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him like it did in the last game. For Zulon, still trying to line up these shots at long range. But the dodges from West Coast are looking huge. Chepo does get tapped up just a little bit. Zulon has a kill shot. He can use it carefully. Almost on the Shine. Shine ends up getting a little overzealous there. He was forced to play aggro by Cordy, who kept on firing at his backside, forcing him to push up. Well played by Corey so far. The coach has been doing so well on this tick in spite of having no walls. The control is simply unmatched. Just a few seconds left in the game. Out 26 has a super. Tyrant get a super in. Does get tagged up by the super, but it is a full team wipe to end things off. Try pins in the air. Corey doesn't appear to have it equipped. Sag, unfortunate. Just a few seconds left in the game. Maybe he's waiting as well because it's the last push for West Coast. They need some kills here. Great dodges. Zulon almost at risk of getting taken down, but the scoreline stands 14-2 in Tribe at match point. Corey don't have the pin. Why wouldn't he have the pin? He's got to save $2, dude. $2. That's a lot of money right there. Yeah. Chepo, no damage gear. I wonder why. I guess if you are Brock, right, and you get outranged a lot, you don't want to rely on being on low health too much. Could be just a bad temptation. He's also running shield. It's something I noticed from Chepo is that, sure, Alec is running the shield over here, but Chepo has run the shield more than I've noticed from any other player, actually. He doesn't have that long-range survivability. He also has the long-range dodges, except for just then versus Zulon, who now has a powered-up B. Some lane swapping, too. As Bell is now on the right side. She's throwing down the bear trap, too. Another one thrown down. If West Coast could get the lead for just a moment, that would be absolutely massive for them. It would force Tribe to play aggressive. In fact, with West Coast backing up, Tribe is starting to play more aggressive. One of those mines is taken down by Corey's take super. Chepo also falls. Alec 26 also taken down. A protesto from Zulon just to cement that even further. Less than a minute left. West Coast have to respond here. They're down by 5. No stars yet. If they cannot recoup this, it doesn't go to set 5. They don't get to cross go. No $200. No dollars at all. In fact, this Tribe will win the match. They can take this one game. Chepo has the angle, though. He has the super. Tyrant could get taken down by just a normal shot, but the dodges are looking quite strong. Shine needs to line up this shot. There it is. Tyrant taken down. Alec 26 also taken down. The first kill of the game on the Tyrant is not going to help him out too much. Here's the super, or rather the gadget in. Tyrant now get a super in versus Chepo and claim the kill. Last few seconds. Tribe is extremely aggressive. West Coast might be able to catch them here. Big damage on the Corey. Shine has to get this kill. Tyrant could be caught for a lot of damage, but even then, the stars belong to Tribe. They have done such a good job throughout this match, and they will take it, even in the face of possibly being taken to set 5. Very well done. A good recovery there for Tyrant, too. A narrow play, but really, thankfully for the side of Tribe, it didn't give them too much trouble because they pulled it back just as dominantly as they did for the 90% of game number 1 that they were winning. Well done by Tribe. West Coast, I think same can go for them. Just at the end of the day, Tribe, they had the mechanics down. And even Corey, when the coach subs in, he still plays Brawl Stars. There's a reason he's the coach. And it's because he's darn good at the game. And on throwers, the guy just can't be beat. I think that my star player of that last set had to be Corey, because holy, how are you able to make that happen with Tick when you have absolutely no walls to be firing around? Yeah, Corey got tri-pin equipped though. Okay, well I guess I looked over it. That said, Roll is the coach. Yes, he is. I know that, but Corey also is coaching. Unless I'm mistaken, it's just what I heard. Right? Corey has said on an interview that he coaches now. He's just the 4th role as the coach. I swear Corey said he took more of a coach position on interview. I swear. Nonetheless, yeah. Acts more like an analyst though. I mean, that's still a coach position, right? I'm not saying that he takes Roll's position though. Yeah. Definitely a good moment for Roll, too. Congratulations, Roll. And fun match. Tribe have now cemented themselves in 2nd place in the Queso Cup. West Coast, unfortunately, falling further down on that leaderboard. They won't be able to go to the playoffs. But we still get just a little bit more of this match up on the stream. Let's check out the play of the day. La Jugada Más Segura. What could it possibly be? Well, here it comes. And this was it. Tyrant, he lined things up perfectly. He just needed to get that super out. It's that one tap on an Alec 26, and then it all just fell into place from there. Breakthrough, super forward, double back for the ball. Alec 26 can't get in position in time, and there's the super forward from Tyrant. It was absolutely beautiful to watch. What a play. What recognition there that you're able to do that to. If Corey had better ping, he'd own it in A. Interesting. Well, we need Corey at land then. Yeah. Corey's the GOAT. He's not an analyst. Yeah, no analysts in here. Only GOATs. Anyway, okay, jokes aside, we got the final match of the Queso Cup Challenge season. And this is huge because this determines, is Vatra going to be firmly in that 3rd spot, or can Vanguard kind of flip the script? I want to check real quick, though, before we head into this one. It looks like the score line, at least between Vatra and Vanguard, of course, we have not played this just yet, So it's going to come down to this match or however the points are so far. And it looks like Vatra, they're sitting at a similar scoreline to Try. They were at 4-2. And Vanguard, actually, let's see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they don't. They're able to take this win off of Vatra. They will claim their spot. That's huge. Absolutely massive. We'll see how it turns out. Without further ado, we're going to take a short break. Don't go away, though. We'll be back in 3 minutes for the last match of the challenge season.